Hey everybody, welcome back to Shrek and Donkey Slayers Gaming. I'm your host, Jay Folcarelli89. And we are playing Game 4 of our franchise here as we just swept the Cleveland Indians 3-0. Here, first we're going to look at So notification, Sandy Leone has been designated for assignment. We now have 10 days to trade him, release him, or place him on outright waivers. Training and scouting. What's this? Welcome to our scouting tutorial, the scouting period. We're going to exit that. We don't have time for that right now. But that's another option that you can do to play. What do I want? League leaders. We're just going to check the league leaders. Escape remaining notifications. We're going to look at batting average here in the American League. Just the top three. And the closest, Red Sox. Still early. 750, Chris Gentry, Mike Trout, number 2. And Robinson Cano, number 3. And then you have tied for number 9. Blake Swihart, Dustin Pedroia, and a load of other people. Base hits, you got Robinson Cano and Marcus Semien as 2 for 8. And you got Dustin Pedroia with 7, tied for 7th. At bats, Troy Tulowitzki at 21. That's not important. Doubles, Mookie Betts has 2, tied in 4th. Triples, James Loney has 2. Home runs, Josh Donaldson has 4. RBIs, 7 for James Loney. Blake Swihart has 3. Runs, it's still really too early to tell that, but we will look at the schedule, what is coming up. There's going to be a lot of pre-recorded games that will go on ahead for it because we'll be going on vacation, so I will be taking it out the whole, let's say, 14th to the 24th. Up until here, it's all going to be pre-recorded, so I have a lot of gameplay to come to, but we do have a matchup here. If we got Toronto this weekend, Rick Porcello versus Gavin Floyd in Game 1 today. Game 2 for Cliff Lee and Marcus Stroman. I may have to double up for Sunday. That's what I think is going to happen, because I'm going to be busy on Saturday. Or either that or I'll play tonight. I could play in the evening, late evening. That's another opportunity as well. So, but we're going to get right to the game here. Rick Porcello versus Gavin Floyd. An advanced day. Here's the standings. Red Sox and Orioles both at 3-0. The Blue Jays at 3-1. The Yankees at 2-1, and the Rays at 1-3. And we're going to wear our alternate uniforms, and we'll be in the Rogers Center today. Rick Porcello will pitch for us. And it looks like it will stay the same that we wanted it. And we'll continue. We won't. Thanks everybody again for watching. Much appreciated. Check us out on Twitch. Right now we are streaming live on Twitch. If you want to come out and hang with us during the game, you can hang out, talk some baseball, talk whatever, talk gaming, talk whatever. Let us know. Come hang out with us here at on Twitch. And we are here, Boston Red Sox versus the Toronto Blue Jays at the Rogers Center. Red Sox 3-0 and the Toronto Blue Jays 3-1. Thanks everybody for watching this. We are here for Game 1 at the Rogers Center. Beautiful ballpark. The dome looks like it is closed. And this is opening week, and I think opening day for the home opener for them. Toronto Blue Jays last ranking 12th in the majors in ERA, 29th in saves, 4th in walks, and something. Here is Gavin Floyd. I do not believe he was on the team last year for them. Pitched for the Chicago White Sox, if I'm not mistaken, last year. And then we have Rick Porcello. Here comes Edwin Encarnacion giving his buddies the daps that is wanted here for the home opener. Red Sox, again, home opener on Monday. There's Joey Bats, and this Toronto team is stacked offensively. So hopefully it could be a good race for us. And a little bit of competition. So let's get to it. Red Sox and Blue Jays. As John Farrell, 3-0. Here's the starting lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Mookie Betts, Dustin Pedroia, Xander Bogaerts at third, DHing Hanley Ramirez, Rusney Castillo, Pablo Sandoval hitting seventh, Travis Shaw, Jackie Bradley Jr. at 8, and number 9, Blake Swihart. As Gavin Floyd listed at 6'4", 245 pounds, age 33, making his debut here at Rogers Center. Just about ready to get this game underway here. Here's the defensive lineup. At first, Chris Carabello. Second, Devon Travis. Shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Donaldson at third base. Left to right, I don't know. Catching someone. And Gavin Floyd. Too quick on that one. Here's Mookie Betts, who so far starting the season for 6 for 14 with 1 RBI. Here's the first pitch from Gavin Floyd at the top of the first, and it is a two-seam fastball for strike 1. 92 miles an hour. Yankees have just gone final. They've won 2-1. Eovaldi with the win. Here's pitch. Next pitch down the middle. Mookie Betts gets a base hit to start off the game. Right down the middle.
In the second spot tonight, second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's Dustin Pedroia starting off the season at 500. 7 for 14, 0 homers, and 2 RBIs. Mookie Betts probably ready to steal. He runs. He goes. Is he safe? He is. Safe for Mookie Betts. Nice jump for Mookie Betts. That's ball 1 to Justin Pedroia. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a strike right down the middle. Two-seam fastball. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. 1 on, no one out to start the game. The pitch, and it's a drive. Is this gone? Oh, just foul. What a hit by Pedroia. That was a rip, but he couldn't keep it straight. That would have been the first home run in for the Red Sox this season. That was a rip. And that's a drive. Will he send them home? Yes, he will. And it's already going to be 1-0. Nice. Back-to-back rips, and Dustin Pedroia gets them on the board with the first 2 batters. Here's Xander Bogaerts with a man on first. The pitch, it's a strike right down the middle. It's his 3rd RBI this season. There is the 0-1 pitch to Xander Bogaerts. It's a little grounder nubber. This could be a double play. Will it? And it is double play. So Gavin Floyd makes, here it is, Hanley Ramirez 4 for 13, no homers and 0 RBIs to start the season. He has 2 outs and no one on here in the top of the first. There's a cutter outside for ball 1. Mike Fillmore doing the catching behind the plate. We got Kenny Jarzen at third, Rusty Valentine, and Jerry Hillside in second base ump. The pitch. It's a strike, and it'll be a 1-1 count. There's the next pitch. It's a curveball. Ramirez chases. That's now 1-2 count. Chased badly on that one. Here is the next pitch. And he swings, and he does a strikeout there. And that will end the inning, but the Red Sox do get on the board in the top of the first, 1-0, thanks to Dustin Pedroia and Mookie Betts. 1-0 Red Sox. Here is the starting lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays. Troy Tulowitzki, Kevin Pillar, Josh Donaldson, Edwin Encarnacion, Joey Bats, Chris Carabello, Russell Martin, and the last two. Here's Rick Porcello, listed at 6'5", 200 pounds, and age 27. Didn't pitch too well for the Red Sox last season. Really hoping for him to step up after the big contract. As Troy Tulowitzki, 3 for 21 to start off the season. He is leading off. He was an acquisition last year during the trade deadline. As Troy Tulowitzki, the first pitch, and it's a nice hit, but it will be caught by Mookie Betts for out number 1.
Batting second, center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
There's Kevin Pillar, 4 for 15, no homers, and 2 RBIs to start off the season. There's the pitch, and it's a strike 1 on the outside edge for strike 1. Here's pitch number 2. And that looks like it's called a ball. Could have been called a strike. It should have been called a strike. Show tracker says that's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 count here. The pitch, he gets a piece, but he hits it foul. Change up, 1-2. Here's the pitch. It's a base hit. Could be for 2. This will be extra bases in the gap. I think he's going 3. He's going 3, and he will get there. Kevin Pillar with a triple to start off the game against Rick Porcello, and that's his first triple this season. Now they have Josh Donaldson. There's his numbers last year, hitting .297, 41 homers, 123 RBIs. He has a chance to tie this game early. And there's a fastball on the inside. The pitch, it's a strike 1. 1-1 the count. There's the pitch, just outside, low and away to make it 2-1. And the crowd already getting excited here. There's Donaldson for the next pitch. He drives it to the shortstop, and it will be an out. And the run will score to tie it. Here's Edwin Encarnacion, 3 for 15, a homer, and 2 RBIs. So we got a 1-1 tie here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch for Encarnacion. This team is very good offensively. For those reasons, the pitch inside, and he gets hit on the inside hands there, gets jammed. The pitch, and it's a strikeout for Rick Porcello. It's his first of the game. That will end the first inning, but both teams grab a run, and we'll go into the second inning tied 1-1. Here's Rusney Castillo, started the season at 3 for 13, no homers and 1 RBI. Here's the first pitch, and it's a ball. Potentially should have been called a strike. That's pitch number 13 for Gavin Floyd. Gavin Floyd, again, Chicago White Sox, I believe, last year. Also some playing time with the Phillies, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the 1-1 count here. Pitch. It's a hanger. Gavin Floyd's been hanging him. And that will be a base hit for Rusney there to start the top of the second inning. Date in baseball history. Henry Aaron swats home runs, 714 off the Dodgers. American League Downing surpassing Babe Ruth for the most home runs in MLB history. I think this stats were there last year as well. His Pablo Sandoval, 5 for 13, no homers and no RBIs. He'll have someone on base with no outs. The pitch, and that will be a ball down low there. Four-seam fastball at 91 miles per hour. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's a strike cutter. Middle in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Sandoval swings and hits it foul. Here's the 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch for Gavin Floyd. The pitch. It's another hanger, but he can't hang on to it, and it will go foul. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Pitch number 20. The swing, and it's an outside pitch, and it will be another foul ball for Pablo Sandoval. I wonder if Pablo will play today. It's another hanger, but outside, and he swings. Most a defensive swing right there. Could have been called a strike. Jammed. Here's the 1-2 payoff pitch. It's down. It will get down for a base hit, and they'll have men on first and second. Pablo Sandoval, nice base hit, being pretty patient there.
First baseman, Travis Shaw.
Show tracker shows that was way down, and he swatted it for a base hit. And again, he's good for hitting bad balls for base hits. Here's Sandoval, and that will be strike one, four-seam fastball. So more trouble again for Gavin Floyd here in the second inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's deep. We're going to have a tag up, and he gets to third. And he's going to be thrown out at third. Pablo gets from first to second. Well, it isn't a complete loss, but it's 2 outs and 1 on. Here's Jackie Bradley Jr., 4 for 12 and 1 RBI. Here's pitch number 25 coming from Gavin Floyd, and that will be a ball on the outside. Jackie Bradley Jr. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it will be a ball. 2-0 count here. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it will get a piece of the strike zone to make it 2-1. Here is the 2-1 pitch. The pitch. And it will even up the count at 2-2. A swinging strike for Jackie Bradley Jr. Four-seam fastball, 93 miles per hour. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's a hanger, but it will go foul. He's throwing a lot of hangers in this game. Pedroia almost took him out of the yard. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This will be pitch number 30 for Gavin Floyd. It's a pitch. It's a base hit. Well, oh, no, it will not be a base hit. It's a big line out, and that will end the top of the second inning. Here's Joey Bats, Colabello, and Martin coming up to the plate. Red Sox do get 2 hits in that inning, but don't get a run, and the score is still tied 1-1. Here's Joey Bats, 2 for 15, a homer and 3 RBIs in his first series, and that was against the Tampa Bay Rays. Here's the pitch. It's a pop-up, and this is going to be an easy retire for Joey Bats. That's what you like. Here's Chris Calabello, 7 for 15, a homer and 5 RBIs. Wow, to start the season. Here's the pitch. And it's a two-seam fastball away, 91 miles per hour. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it will be a strike, two-seam fastball up and in. There you go. It's a little nubber to the pitcher. Will he get him out? He will, and it'll be out number 2. Here's Russell Martin, 4 for 15 with an RBI to start off the season. Russell Martin's been on a lot of great teams. This is deep, and this is gone. This is gone. This is the first home run given up by the Red Sox. Russell Martin rips it on the first pitch, and the Blue Jays have the lead 2-1. This is the first time this season the Red Sox have trailed in this game. First pitch, Russell Martin ripped it in the left field. That's 384 feet. His first home run of the season to give the Toronto Blue Jays a 2-1 lead. Here's Michael Saunders. That's low for ball 1. And the pitch, the 1-0 pitch, just on the outside. Definitely got a piece of it, but they call it a ball now, 2-0. The pitch, and that's a strike, make it 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 21 pitches, they're going to call it a ball. It's now 3-1 count. Nobody on and 2 outs. Gets the strike, so it's now 2-2. I mean, full count, sorry. And here's the payoff pitch. Pitch number 23. It's a swing to the right fielder. Can he make the out? It is an out. And to end the second inning, the Blue Jays do pick up a run on a solo shot by Russell Martin to take the lead 2-1. Will end the second inning. Blue Jays again lead 2-1. Here's Blake Swihart, started the season 6 for 12 with 3 RBIs. Here will be pitch number 31 for Gavin Floyd. The pitch. And again, Blake Swihart is one of the only players to wear no batting gloves. There's not too many out there that do it anymore. Blake Swihart at a young age still using it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it will be a strike for strike 2. He's now down in the 0-2 count. The pitch, it's a grounder to third baseman to the hot corner, and it'll be out number 1 for Blake Swihart. The lineup will turn over. Here's Mookie Betts, single and a run in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Two-seam fastball for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing cutter in the dirt, and bad swing for Mookie Betts there. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a curveball. Just gets a piece of it to stay alive. And the pitch. And Mookie Betts, can he get there? Let's see if he can pull it out, and it will be an out. Nice. Tulowitzki to get the fast speedy Mookie Betts. Here's Dustin Pedroia, the single and the RBI in the first inning. Pitch number 1, curveball. Got a lot of the plate on that one. Here is the 0-1 pitch. It's a grounder to the second baseman, and it will be out number 3 to end the inning. To end the inning, so that will do it for the Red Sox here in the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third with the score still tied. The score still at 2-1. Here's Devin Travis, 3 for 14.
Devin Travis.
Hitting in the 9th hole. That's ball 1. And that will be a fly to center. Routine out there for out number 1. Mookie Betts.
The shortstop, number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
As Troy Tulowitzki flied out in the first. And there's strike 1, 2-seam fastball, just 90 miles an hour. The pitch, and that's foul. Got some chance for MVP here at Rogers Center. You could be hitting 100 and they still be training MVP. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Tulowitzki hits it foul. So we pitch number 30 for Rick Porcello. The pitch, and Tulowitzki hits it foul to stay alive here in the count. And there's a changeup right in the middle, and he fouls that one off as well. 81 miles per hour, so 9-mile difference from fastball. This is a hit to the left field. Should be routine though, and it will be for out number 2. Here's Kevin Pillar, who had that big triple in the first and scored the run. Little hanging curveball there. And the 0-1 pitch. And it'll be a routine play to end the inning. And that will end inning number 3. Toronto still leading this one 2-1. We go into the fourth. Here's Bogarts, Ramirez, and Castillo due up. Here's Andrew Bogarts, 0 for 1, only hitting .231 so far. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out on that in terms of lineup change, if anything. I got him in the 3-hole right now. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's ball number 2. 41 pitches again for Gavin Floyd. The pitch, and the cutter just gets it there for make it 2-1. There's the 2-1 pitch. It's a broken bat to the second baseman, and it will be an out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
As Hanley Ramirez struck out in the first. He has 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the fourth. Red Sox trailing this one 2-1. And the pitch, it's a curveball to the outside for ball 1. As the 1-0 pitch. It's a swing, but it will go foul. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Hanley Ramirez. It's a swing to the third baseman, and it will be an out. Or out number 2 for Hanley Ramirez. Here's Rusney Castillo, single in the second. And the pitch, it'll be ball 1. There's the 1-0 pitch. It's a swing. It gets over the head. Should be a double. And will be for Rusney Castillo. So he has 2 hits in this game.
The batter, number 48, third baseman, Pablo Sandoval.
There's Pablo, single in the second. Rusney Castillo's first double of the season. And the tying run here at second base. 1 on and 2 outs for Pablo Sandoval. The pitch, it's a broken bat to the pitcher, and it will be a routine out. That will end the top of the 4th inning. Red Sox strand a base runner. We'll go to the bottom of this 4th inning. Red Sox still trail this one 2-1. Here's Josh Donaldson, ground out and RBI.
Third baseman, number 20.
The changeup for ball 1. 35 pitches so far for Porcello. This one and down the middle. Nobody gets there, and it will be a base hit for Donaldson to start off the bottom of the 4th. Here's Edwin Encarnacion, struck out in the first inning. And the pitch, ball 1, inside curveball, 78 miles per hour. The pitch, changeup, 1-1, some more MVP chance for Edwin Encarnacion. And that will be foul. Here's the 1-2 pitch for Encarnacion. And this is pitch number 41. And it is a strikeout. He tries to hold up, but it's a strike anyway. And he'll go down swinging for the second time tomorrow's game. Cliff Lee versus Marco Stroman. Stroman 1-0. 7 for 11. Again, we picked up Cliff Lee from free agency. So I'll keep him in the 5th spot, even though he has the potential to go to number 2. But I want to keep him in the 5th hole. Anyway, there's the pitch to Joey Bats, who actually popped up at his first pitch. A 1 count. It's a swing, and it's a foul, 0-2. So 1 on and 1 out for Joey Bats. The pitch doesn't get enough of it, and it'll be 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Slider, foul. Some more MVP chance. 1-2 count. Foul. Ball, sorry. 2-2 the count. This will be pitch number 47 for Rick Porcello. The pitch, it's a changeup and foul. Here comes the payoff pitch. And it's another foul. The 2-2 pitch. And it'll be in the dirt, but no advance. And this will make it full count on deck. Chris Calabello. And the pitch, it's a little nubber to the pitcher. The pitcher can't get it, and they're going to be safe. I think they will call this an error on Porcello. It's an E1, correct. Chris Calabello now has 2 on here and 1 out. Man on first and second. His pitch number 51, change up and a swinging strike. The pitch. It's go to left field. Can he make the out? Almost over his head. But he makes the catch. No advance. So they'll stay at first and second. That was close. Here's Russell Martin, who had the solo home run in the second. Do you pitch to him? And he will. Pitch number 53 will be a changeup for a strike. The pitch, it's strike 4, seam fastball, is now down in the count 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can he get out? He does. Looking. Russell Martin will strike out to end the bottom of the fourth. Toronto still leads this one 2-1. We go into the fifth inning. Here is Travis Shaw, who flew out in the second. Here's pitch number 50 for Gavin Floyd. It's a cut fastball up in middle, but it's called a strike. The pitch, Travis Shaw, can he get by him? No, he can't. Shortstop catches it, makes the out for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
Just skipped Gavin Floyd's statistics. Here's Jackie Bradley Jr. lined out in the second. Here's the top of the fifth. And the pitch. Should not have swung at that one. 0-1 count. 1 out, nobody on. It's a hanger. Will it drop? It won't. It'll be a routine out for the left fielder. You won't even have to move.
Now batting, catcher, Blake.
Here's Blake Swihart. 0 for 1 with the ground out. With 2 outs and nobody on. The pitch. It's a hit. It won't drop. The left fielder makes the catch for out number 3. We go into the bottom of the fifth. Toronto still leads this one 2-1. Welcome back. Here's Michael Saunders. Fly out in the second.
Left fielder, Michael Saunders.
And they call it foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball for strike 2. Out. 0-2 on the count. The 0-2 pitch. Foul. There is the 0-2 pitch. And that's a strikeout.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin Travis.
Ball 1, no strike.
Here's the 1-0 pitch to Devin Travis. It gets by him. Bad fielding for me. And that will be a base hit. And I'll be right back. Here's Troy Tulowitzki, 2 flyouts. 1 out and 1 on. One in the man on first. We get the strike there. Curveball gets the strike. 0-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch, ball 1. 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Evens up the count at 2-2. Pitch number 65. Here's pitch number 66, and it will be a full count for Tulowitzki. And the pitch, strikeout. I believe that is strikeout number 3 for Rick Porcello. Still pitching pretty well. Here's Kevin Pillar, 1 for 2 with the triple and the run. He'll work with 2 outs and 1 on. Here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch, he'll be strike 1, 4-seam fastball, 92 miles per hour. Here's the pitch, 0-2. It's a little broken bat to the first baseman. Travis Shaw will pick it up, and will grab it, and that will be the end of the 5th. Red Sox still trail this one 2-1. And warming up for the Blue Jays, Steve Dalabar, right-handed pitcher, here in the top of the 6th. Here's Mookie coming up. The pitch, it looks like it could be a base hit. It won't be. It'll be a routine left field. Mookie Betts gets a big whack at it, but doesn't let it drop. Here's Dustin Pedroia, 1 for 2 with a single in the RBI. The pitch, it's a base hit for Pedroia. That's his 2nd of the game. Again, David Ortiz out for 1 to 2 months. That's why you don't see him in the lineup. Here's Xander Bogaerts, 0 for 2 in this game with 2 groundouts. Here in the top of the 6th, 1 out, 1 on. The pitch, it will go foul. First time the Red Sox have trailed this season. Still early though. This is only game 4 of 162. The pitch, it will go foul. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Pitch number 59 for Floyd. The pitch, and it looks like it could be a double play to end the inning, the half inning, and it will be. He gets out of that little jam. I don't know if you want to call it a jam, but we will go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Toronto still leads this game 2-1. As Josh Donaldson, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. The pitch, it's a foul. Pitch, slider, deep inside for ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count. Pitch, foul. There is the 1-2 pitch, and he will hit that one foul as well. So pitch number 73 for Rick Porcello. A pitch, and that will even up the count at 2-2. No starting pitcher has gone over 6 innings so far for the Red Sox. That's because they've taken leads and the bullpen helped them out. That's what John Farrell likes. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and that will be a strikeout. I believe that is strikeout number 4. Strikes out Josh Donaldson right there. Here's Edward Encarnacion. Actually has 2 strikeouts, and he will have 1 out and nobody on. And that will be a 2-seam fastball on the outside. The 1-0 pitch. Strike one, 1-1 the count. And the pitch. 2-1, slider on the inside. The pitch. Hit to the first baseman. Travis Shaw picks it up and runs to first for the routine out number 2. Here's Rick Porcello's numbers. He now has 80 pitches. 4th inning, he threw 21. Here's Joey Bats, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. There will be pitch number 81 for Porcello. And it will be a ball. There is the 1-0 pitch. More chance for MVP. 1-1 the count. The curveball coming up here. Inside. 2-1 the count. Pitch number 84 coming. And that will be a swinging strike. Nice slider there to even up the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. And it's a strikeout for Joey Bats. And I believe that's strikeout number 5 for Rick Porcello. That will end the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll go into the 7th. Toronto up 2-1. Here's the game summary. Mookie Betts 1 for 3 with a run. Russell Martin 1 for 2 with a homer, RBI, and a run. Galvin Floyd 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 earned, 1 K. Here's Hanley Ramirez 0 for 2, strikeout and ground out there. In the bullpen, Roberto Oluna, a right-handed pitcher, warming up in the 7th. I'm going to go to my bullpen just in case and warm up Junichi Tazawa just in case we take the lead.
1-0.
And that will be a curveball down low for 1-0. Pitch number 60 that was. Is pitch number 61. The pitch, it's a little nubber, and it will be foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it will go foul, right field. Jammed. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's a swing, and it will drop for a base hit. Could be 2, maybe. And it won't. It'll stop at first. And they are going to take Gavin Floyd out with the lead here in the 7th. Gibbons takes him out. See who we'll have next. We'll have Steve Dalabar, played in 1 game, ERA 5.40, 1.2 innings, 2 Ks. Left-handers are hitting .333 against them, and right-handers .333 as well. Those could be their chance. Here's Rusney Castillo, 2 for 2 with a double and a single, and they're warming up Aaron Loop, the left-handed pitcher. 1 on and nobody out here in the top of the 7th. The pitch. Will this drop in front? It will. So now they'll have a man on first and second. Castillo 3 for 3 in this game.
The batter, number 48, third baseman Pablo Sandoval.
There's Pablo Sandoval, 1 for 2 with a single in the second. 2 on and nobody out. Red Sox threatening to score. The pitch. Sandoval swings. It will be an out. Nobody will tag up.
Now batting, the first baseman, Travis Shaw.
Here we go. Travis Shaw, 1 out and 2 on. The pitch. This could be a double play, twin killer. Oh, and he doesn't get him out at first, so now they have a man on the corners with 2 out. So still a chance to tie this up. Here's Jackie Bradley Jr. Man on the corners and 2 outs. The pitch. And it's high, it's fly to the left field. And it looks like it's going to be out on the warning track, and it will be to end the top of the 7th. Red Sox leave 2 on. And we'll go into the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 2-1. Going to go to the bullpen here and sit down Junichi Tazawa. And I'm going to warm up Rowenis Elias. I don't want him going too much over 100 pitches. That's pitch number 86 for Porcello. He's on the hook for the loss right now. 2-1. Pitched very well though. 1-1 the count in his debut. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2. Nice swing and strike. 5 Ks. No walks. The pitch. It's right to the middle. Can he make the out catch? No, he cannot, and it will be a base hit. And he squeezed out a second. Wow, he squeezes out second base. And he's going to get a double on that. So now there's a man on second with nobody else here in the bottom of the 7th, and they're trying to get some insurance runs. Here's Russell Martin, homed again in the 2nd inning, I believe it was, to take the lead. They've had the lead since then, 2-1. Game started off pretty quick. Both teams scored a run, but there hasn't been that much after that. Porcello is getting tired. Pitch number 93. The pitch, and it's now 2-2 on the count. The pitch, change up, foul. Here's the 4-seam fastball. He gets a big piece of it. Can they run it down? They do. There's going to be tag up at third. And a tag up at third. Now they have a man at third with 1 out. Here's Michael Saunders here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch number 96 coming up for Porcello. The pitch, it's a 2-seam fastball, hit foul. The pitch, it's going to be deep. It might be over his head. And it will be. Run will score. He'll get to second. Could be dug into 3. He'll stop at second, and it's now 3-1 Toronto.
Now batting, second baseman.
And I think that will do it for Rick Porcello. And he'll go to the left-hander, John Farrell, trailing this game 3-1. Porcello, though, pitched pretty well.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 29, Rowenis Elias.
Rowenis Elias, 6'1", 190, age 27. Supposed to be the starter, but now moved to the bullpen. As a sweeper. He'll have a man on the corner as a sweeping curveball gets knocked. Now men on the corners with only 1 out. We get the bullpen stirring again. Carson Smith warming up now. And that's a strike, 92 miles an hour.
That's a ball.
That will be a ball. Should have been called a strike for Tulowitzki. Is the 1-1 pitch called a strike, 95 miles an hour. 1-2 pitch. Swing and strike. Tulowitzki goes down swinging. That was a must-need to try to stay in this game.
Center fielder number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Here's the 0-1 pitch coming from Elias. It's a strike. Strike 2, 93 miles an hour. The pitch. And they get the nice play. Nice backhanded catch to get the out. And that will end the bottom of the 7th. Look at this. Pedroia showboating. Boston has 2 errors in this game.
Your attention, please.
8 hits and 1 run. Here's Roberto Osuna.
Number 54, Roberto Osuna.
He's got an inning of work here in 1 game. Here's Blake Swihart, Drew Storen warming up.
For the Red Sox, catcher, Blake.
Gonna sit down Smith, warm up Koji Uehara just in case. Here's Swihart. And that'll be hit foul into the dugout of the Blue Jays. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's swung. Will it drop? It will not. Routine catch for the left fielder. Out number 1. Red Sox are now down to just 5 outs.
Mookie Betts.
Trailing this game 3-1. Mookie Betts. Single in the run, 1 for 3. Trying to get on base. The pitch, hit to the third baseman, will get by him. There'll be a base hit for Mookie Betts.
Now batting number 15, second baseman.
There's Dustin Pedroia, 2 singles and an RBI. Mookie Betts most likely will be on the run. The pitch could be out, and he's going to be thrown out at second. Bad choice. And now the Red Sox are now down to just 4 outs with that. So now 2 outs and now nobody on for Pedroia. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's a swing and it's a foul to make it now 1-1. There's the pitch. The swing will go to the second baseman to end the top of the 8th inning. Red Sox will just have 3 outs to try to come up with something. Here is the bottom of the 8th. Josh Donaldson coming up here. We're going to look at the bullpen once again. Koji's going to sit down, and I'm going to warm up Carson Smith just in case Elias gets into trouble here. Bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch, check swing, but it's a strike for Donaldson. The pitch, it's a foul, 0-2. And it's a ball down low, changeup. One and two pitch. 2-2. Evens up the count here. Pitch number 13. Hit in the backstop. And the pitch. Strike. Donaldson goes down swinging for out number 1. Elias coming in, has 2 strikeouts so far.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Edwin
As Encarnacion. That will be foul tipped. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Swinging strikes, and he's now down 0-2. Here is the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
Sweeping curveball inside. The pitch gets the second baseman. Thrown to the wrong person, and this will be safe. Wasn't going to get him anyway. Too fast. Here's Joey Bat, still 0 for 3. 0 for 3 in this game. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out, 1 on. Joey Bats takes strike 1. Here's the hit count. Red Sox 9 hits. Blue Jays 8. Red Sox trailing this one though in 3-1. We'll have one more opportunity here in the 9th to try to tie or take the lead. That's the backstop. I'll try not to give up any more runs here in the 8th. This is deep, but it's going to go foul left field. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's a strikeout. Elias gets his 3rd strikeout of his outing here out of the bullpen. Here's Chris Calabello, single and a run, 1 for 3 today, and he will have somebody on with 2 outs. The pitch, strike 1.
Oh, 2 is the count.
0-2. Sweeping curve. 0-2 count.
Ball 2.
That's ball 2. It'll be 2-2 the count here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Calabello hitting off some pitches again. 30 pitches now for Elias. Strikeout again. I think that's strikeout number 4 for Elias. Here's some good footage of Toronto, downtown Toronto. That's a pretty good footage. I don't know if that was real or not. Drew Storen, 6'1", 195, age 28, making his debut here. Looking, I guess, maybe for a save. Now check out the bullpen. Sit down Carson Smith. I'm going to warm up Craig Kimbrell just in case. And we will warm up Joe Kelly just in case there's a tie. So double barrel action for the Red Sox. But we are trailing in this one 3-1 here in the top of the 9th. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Bogarts. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a swing. Will it drop? It will. It'll be fumbled. I don't know if this will be counted as a hit, but Bogarts does get to first. He can't make the catch. Batista. And that should be counted as a hit. Oh, hits off the arm. It's off the arm. They'll be counting that as a base hit. So 1-1 here is Hanley Ramirez. 1 out. I mean, nobody out and 1 on. Tying run now at the plate. Here is the 1-0 pitch. The pitch. It's high. Should not have swung at it. 1-1 the count now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Could tie it up with one swing of the bat. It's high. It's going to be routine, though. And he'll have to stay at first. Here's Rusney Castillo, 3 for 3, a double and 2 singles. He's been hot in this game. The pitch. Will it hit the gap? It won't. It'll be caught. That'll be out number 2. First baseman will have to stay. Is Pablo Sandoval. 1 for 3 with a single in the second. Red Sox now down to their final out. 1 on. Tying run at the plate. Here's pitch number 8 for Pablo. The pitch, it's down the middle. Will they stay alive? Keep it alive, they will. So now they'll have the winning run comes to the plate. And the tying run at first.
Now batting, first baseman, Travis Shaw.
Suggest a pinch runner. Go to substitution.
Your attention, please. Now running at first for the Red Sox, number 12, Brock Holt.
Brock Holt takes first base. Well, Sandoval's out of this game. Here's Travis Shaw. 0 for 3 with a ground out in the third. He has a chance to make a big hit. And it's going to end the game. It's going to end the game. The Red Sox are going to lose this one. They'll fall to 3-1, and the Blue Jays get the win. Rick Porcello will get the loss in this game. Red Sox played hard, but they couldn't get enough runs. Russell Martin with the solo shot to take the lead 2-1. Both scored in the first inning. Red Sox scored to start off the game, and then they tied it back up. The sacrifice hit by, I believe it was Josh Donaldson, to tie it up 1-1. And then the go-ahead home run, and they also picked up a run, I believe, in the 6th to make it 3-1 in the 7th. Sorry. So Rick Porcello gets the loss. He does have 7 Ks, 3 earned, and Gavin Floyd does get the win on that. He gets 1 strikeout. Gavin Floyd 1-0 on the season, 1 strikeout, no walks, 1 earned, 7 hits allowed. Red Sox just couldn't muster what they were doing. They get 11 hits on 1 run, and they do get 2 errors in the game. That will end it. And here's some notables for the Red Sox. 3 for 4. Castillo 2 for 4 for Pedroia. Pablo 2 for 4. Mookie Betts 2 for 4. But Rick Porcello does get the loss. And Drew Storen does get the save, his first of the season. That will do it for us. Thanks everybody for watching. Check out Game 2 of this series. Tomorrow we will have Cliff Lee on the mound, as we picked up again from the free agency. We do lose this one 3-1. Thanks everybody for watching. Be on the lookout for more awesome videos, and as always, happy gaming.